Alright everyone, it is official. We now know that the Awakened Lily event is going to be coming to the global version of the game in the foreseeable future, and the official trailer/teaser was posted on the Grand Cross Global Twitter right here. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to take a look at it in detail more on your own, but this is important because this event has been on JP and we kind of know how this event works and what's going to be coming to global, and because of that, this is really the time that you want to consider preparing as much as possible, given that this event is known for being huge for resources. You're going to be able to farm this event like crazy to get a whole bunch of stuff out of it, but there are still a couple of warnings that I want to give you guys so that you don't really make some of the mistakes that have been really easy to make with global events, given people thinking that they are going to be exactly the same as JP events. And I want to start off here talking about stamina potions and skip tickets, and really how you might want to go about saving those for this event. Now, I will also say right now, this is perfect timing for this video because right at the end of today, we are actually going to be stepping into another couple days of half stamina for book farming. And I think with this announcement of the event, a lot of people are going to be asking the question, well, should I skip this week's book farming and save all those resources for the Awakened Lily event? And I want to start off by saying this might not be the best idea. Maybe if you're very limited on stamina potions, if you don't really have that many and you don't have that many silver coins, you could consider saving. But remember, with the Attack on Titan collaboration event, they did end up making a major change to how the event works on global compared to JP. So now that we've seen them do this, there is the possibility that they do this with the Awakened Lily event. So you want to be really careful when it comes to the approach of just going 100% all out, thinking that it's going to be exactly the same. Especially if you guys are low on gold and you still need gold, I would absolutely say that the half stamina book farming that we're going to be getting here in a little less than 11 hours still should be something that you want to consider doing, especially given the fact that there's a possibility that Awakened Lily is not the same as it was on JP. Now, with that said, if you guys have a lot of stamina potions, a lot of skip tickets, you absolutely do want to consider saving them for this event because it is just absolutely insane the amount of resources that you're going to be able to get out of it. Okay, so I want to start off with just a brief overview of how the event works because there's two different parts to it, and it's the first part which is really going to be where you're going to get a ton of the resources from, and that's what I wanted to focus the majority of the video on today. Later on, I'm sure I'll talk about the second part of it, which is the actual deathmatch encounter where you fight the boss, Awakened Lilia herself. But you can see here, based off of the screenshot and how the event works on JP, it's actually pretty similar to how the boss battles and the death matches that we have work in-game. It's just that they are based off of these event original characters. So I believe the last run of the JP version had 5 separate stages. Kind of similar to how our current boss battles, we've got 6 different stages, 1 for each of the chapters, 1 through 6. And just like the boss battles that we have, what you do is you go through the boss battles, which is the part that you can actually farm, and that's really where you're going to get the most resources from. And then as you continuously go through the boss battles, you fill up your percentage gauge, and that percentage gauge is going to be what actually spawns Awakened Lilia herself. Now, once you spawn Awakened Lilia, that doesn't mean that you can no longer go back into the boss battle. You still can, just like the boss battles that we have in-game right here, the permanent ones. It just means that once you spawn Awakened Lilia from that area, you won't be able to spawn her again. So that means if we end up going back to this image right here, you'll see that you can end up getting 5 spawns of Awakened Lilia each day from these event stages. But once you've done all your Awakened Lilia fights, you can always end up going back to the actual encounter and farm the stages again without actually spawning the boss Awakened Lilia herself. So very, very similar to how our boss battles and death matches work in-game right now, except this is just the event version. Now, Awakened Lilia herself, there are 3 versions of her. Each version is based off of the 3 different colors, and they're going to give you different rewards for the actual exchange shop. Now, again, that's really the second part of it, is Awakened Lilia, her 3 different stages, the exchange shop. I'm not really going to focus on that much in today's video. I really wanted to focus on the first part, which is the stages that you actually farm in order to spawn Awakened Lilia herself, because this is where you're going to really get a ton of those resources from. And you can see here, based off of the JP version, the actual rewards that you get. And very similar to our current boss battles, there are 3 difficulties, and it's going to cost 10 stamina, 15 stamina, and 20 stamina for the extreme version, respectively. And of course, the rewards that I'm showing you guys right here are the rewards for the extreme version. This is just the gold chest though. I have plenty more screenshots, don't worry. And you also get a ton of gems for your first time clear rewards as well. So that is the gems that you see at the top part of the screen. So these are the rewards for the gold chest. You can see you can get 5-star chalices, you can get 5-star awakening stones. Now moving on here to the silver chest, you can get 4-star and 3-star chalices. And of course at the bottom you can see you can get SSR chests as well. You get 2 of them at once. Moving along here, more of the rewards from the silver chest. You can also end up getting those 4-star awakening stones. And from the bronze chest you are looking at more chalices, 2-star ones. And also, you can end up getting more of those SSR chests. Even from the bronze rewards, you could still end up getting them, except it's just 1 instead of 2, as if it were from the silver chest. You can also end up getting 4-star books, and that's going to be based off of different colors, as well as experience potions and 3-star awakening stones as well. So there's just a whole bunch of rewards that you can end up getting from this. And overall, when you factor in the total rewards that you get per run versus the amount of stamina that it actually costs, this is one of the best stages that you're ever going to really have the opportunity to when it comes to farming in the game. And the fact that it is infinite as well, at least that's how it was on JP, really hoping and praying that it's going to be the same on global, means that you could just set your auto farm and just run it repeatedly. You can also save your skip tickets as well. That's another valid strategy. So if you guys have a whole giant pile of skip tickets lying around, I believe I've still got a couple hundred of them myself, but I do know that I end up using a decent amount of these cleared through just my regular death matches, my regular boss battles. Totally reasonable strategy. I would not, however, once again, repeat, I will not advise that you guys go 100% completely all out, because we've already seen the change with Attack on Titan. It is possible it might not be the same as it is on JP, so that's why I did say, you know, like when it comes to the half stamina for book farming that we have coming up later tonight, I would not completely skip out on it, banking on the Awakened Lilia event. It's something you really want to kind of weigh that decision on based off of your priorities a little bit yourself, but absolutely want to be mindful of it. Now, let me show you guys a couple of the rewards here, just from a couple of clears that I actually found. These are a series of 5 runs through using 5 skip tickets, and you can just kind of use these screenshots to get a gauge of the total rewards that you're going to end up getting for each run. Another important part, and I wanted to include the gold there at the bottom, is 30,000 gold. That is for 5 runs, which means that it gives you that 6,000 base gold per run, just like an extreme boss battle does. 6,000 base gold per run means that if you do use a gold food, it's going to end up giving you 12,000 gold per run, which adds on top of the awesome rewards that you get quite a bit as well. So there's one screenshot right there. The keys that you see at the bottom, those are going to be for the exchange shop. And then you can see right here, there's another series of 5 runs, so you get a really nice combination of a whole bunch of stuff, including those SSR chests, experience potions, chalices, and even the books. You know, of course, if you don't use them, you can end up selling them. Those are going to be 12,000 gold each. Same with the 4-star awakening stones. Probably don't want to sell those, but a lot of this stuff turns out to be worth quite a bit of gold. So the efficiency level of this event when it comes to farming is pretty off the charts. Just the last screenshot there, one more, glance at what you're going to end up getting. These are all these screenshots, the rewards are from using 5 skip tickets, so that's 5 runs of rewards all at once, in addition to the 30,000 gold, of course. So pretty decent stuff. Anyway, I wanted to just kind of give you guys this as an overview, really focusing in on the farming stages. Now, there's a whole separate video, a separate section that I could do where I get into the actual boss fight herself, Awakened Lilia, but you guys know how I am about farming and efficiency and all that sort of stuff, so I wanted to get this version out there as soon as possible so that you guys can really start to prepare as best as you can. It might be a little bit different for everyone. Like I said, going all out might not be the best idea, but now that the info is out there, you guys can start to prepare at least early and get a bit of a heads up. So that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It really does mean more than you can imagine, so thank you to all of you guys who decide to do that. And more Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up on the screen right about now. Feel free to check them out. If not, until next time, take care, everyone. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.